Earlier this week, I posted 4 crock pot Thanksgiving recipes. Those were meant to save us time as well as our oven space on Thanksgiving Day. So in today's video, I actually have 3 no-bake Thanksgiving desserts. These desserts are actually perfect for any time, but especially coming into the holidays, and each one of them is equally delicious. Let me show you how to make them. This recipe is also in my cookbook, and this is not one that I've shared on my channel before, and it is so delicious. And in my cookbook, this is called candy bar pie for 2 reasons. I didn't know if I could say Snickers in there or not, but also this recipe will really be good with just about any of your favorite candy bars. You could do Reese Cups, what else? Kit Kat, Baby Ruth. Butterfinger pie, yes. Butterfinger, that would be delicious. We're also gonna add 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. We're gonna add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. All right, now we're just gonna beat everything together until it's smooth. Next to the mixture, we're gonna add 1 box of the instant cheesecake Jell-O pudding, the Jell-O cheesecake flavor. All right, now we're just gonna mix in that cheesecake mix. Next, I have about 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I'm gonna pour about half in at a time and just continue to mix. Next, I have a thawed 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, and we are just gonna fold in half of this. It says 4 ounces in my cookbook, and then on the picture, you can see that I decorated the top with the other 4 ounces. Gonna go right down the middle and add in about half. Next, we have about 1 cup of chopped Snickers bars. We're just gonna add these in as well when we fold in our Cool Whip, but I'm gonna save a little bit for the top. I just think it looks cute, and you can kind of let everybody know which candy bar you made it with. Next, we're just gonna bring over a store-bought pre-made graham cracker crust, and we're just gonna add our filling right into the crust. And this filling is gonna be thick. This is a rich and decadent pie. It is so good though. Since we have that extra 4 ounces of Cool Whip, I'm just gonna spread it right on top. And then lastly, like I said, we're just gonna add a few of our chopped Snickers on top. This pie is absolutely delicious. Y'all definitely need to give this one a try. I wish I could freeze this one and make it last until our actual Thanksgiving, but I doubt my family is gonna allow that to happen. Add those on there. After you get your pie all decorated the way that you want it, this just needs to go in the fridge to chill out for at least a couple hours before you slice into it. And speaking of chilling, one way I've been loving to relax is with June's Journey. It's been my go-to game between filming YouTube videos and writing my cookbook. Sometimes I just need a little mental break to quit thinking about food for a little bit and focus on something else. June's Journey is this incredibly immersive hidden object game set in the glamorous 1920s. It's free to download, and it's available on Android, iOS, and PC through Facebook Games. Each scene is like stepping into a colorful, carefully crafted world. So the game revolves around June Parker, who is a clever detective on a quest to solve her sister's murder. I find every session with June's Journey to be an incredible escape. It's not just a game, it's a journey through a rich story that keeps me intrigued and entertained. I've always loved a good hidden object game, and some objects are easy in this, and some actually do take me a few minutes. I feel so energized when I take a few minutes out of my day to sit outside, catch some sunshine, and play June's Journey. Big thanks to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. It's a game I genuinely enjoy, and I'm sure you will too. So many of y'all have actually already told me that y'all have it on your phone and you love to play it. If you haven't tried it yet, you can download it for free using the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. Join me in unraveling the mysteries of June's Journey. Alrighty, y'all, this just might be the easiest dessert ever, and this is a crowd pleaser. You can serve this with so many different things. This would make a great appetizer as well on Thanksgiving or any kind of holiday party for that matter. All we're gonna need, 1 block of cream cheese. You wanna let your cream cheese get pretty much to room temperature. Just that morning when you know you're gonna make this, just go ahead and lay it out. To our cream cheese, we're just gonna add a 1/3 cup of sugar. And all we're gonna do is beat these two together until they're smooth. So next you're just gonna need a shallow bowl or kind of plate like this. It's not very big, it's probably 7 or 8 inches. And we're gonna take that cream cheese and sugar mixture and we're just gonna spread it out in the bottom of our little dish. Next, all we're gonna need is 1 12-ounce jar of caramel. This is just the Smucker's brand. Any kind that you like will be fine. And all we're gonna do is pour this right over top. Now we're just gonna spread out the caramel just a little bit and make sure it's nice and evenly covering our cream cheese. Try not to mix it though. If you need something super easy to take to your gathering this year, this is it. Here you go. All right, now next, we're gonna cover the top of this with Heath bits. Now, I could not find those at my grocery store, so this is just 3 Heath candy bars that we just chopped up pretty small. And like I said, we're just gonna top the whole thing with these crushed or chopped little Heath pieces, or the Heath bits if you can find them. If you're looking for them, they're usually on the aisle with like the chocolate chips and stuff, but for some reason, good old Food Line just didn't have any. All right, and that is it. Now, we're gonna kind of dress this up a little bit. We're gonna put it with some apples and some ginger snaps. You could also do graham crackers, vanilla wafers, anything. Strawberries would probably even be good, anything like that. Here's a little tip while you are making your caramel dip. If you wanna go ahead and slice up your apples, you place your apples in water and then you add honey. So it's 1 tablespoon of honey per 1 cup of water. And that should keep your apples from turning brown. Right, first I just have a large bowl here. We're gonna make our crust for our cheesecake. It's gonna be really easy to do. First, we're gonna melt 6 tablespoons of butter. All right, so to our melted butter, we're gonna add 1½ cups of crushed graham cracker crumbs. I have some freshly crushed graham cracker crumbs, thanks to Hayden over here. We're also gonna add ½ teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Right now, we're just gonna mix everything really well together. And then we're gonna use a 9-inch springform pan for our cheesecake base. But if you just wanted to use a regular graham cracker pie crust and skip this step, I would buy 2 graham cracker pie crust.
Or a deep dish.
Or a deep dish, but even that, I still think you might need 2 because the filling makes a good bit. All right, I have my 9-inch springform pan, and now we're just gonna press our crust right into the bottom. You can kind of go up on the sides just a little bit, just slightly, to kind of hug that filling. Now we're just gonna take our graham cracker pie crust, or cheesecake crust, I should say, and we're gonna place this in the freezer while we make our cheesecake filling. We're gonna make some homemade Cool Whip. And y'all, this is so good and so easy to do. And it really is like 10 times better. All you need is some heavy cream. This is 2/3 cup. Of course, I'll have the whole recipe down below in the description box. To that, we're gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And now all we're gonna do with our hand mixer, just gonna beat this and beat this and beat this. It's probably gonna take about 5 solid minutes until stiff peaks form. Next, I have about 24 ounces of cream cheese, about 3 blocks. We're just gonna add these to a bowl. All right, now I'm just gonna mix these together until they're nice and smooth. Y'all, I just realized what I'm asking for Christmas. Why in the world would they make a mixer with the cord coming out the side? It needs to come out the back. So Darren, when you watch this video, there's what I want from Santa Claus this year. All right, our cream cheese is pretty smooth. Now we're gonna add 1/2 cup of brown sugar, as well as 1 cup of powdered sugar. We're also gonna sprinkle in 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. And again, I'm just gonna mix this until everything's combined. We're also gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Next, we're gonna add 1 15-ounce can of pure pumpkin. All right, we're just gonna blend everything together. Alrighty, our pie crust is out of the freezer. It is nice and set up. Not a pie crust. Why do I keep wanting to call this a pie crust? It is a cheesecake crust. All right, so let's bring over our cheesecake filling. I feel like this would also be really good with like a pecan streusel topping. All right, we're gonna spread this out as smooth as we can get it. All right, lastly, we're just gonna melt 3 tablespoons of butter. All right, so I just had this idea since I had a good bit more graham cracker crust. We have our butter here. I'm gonna add probably about, let's see how much I add. That's probably a cup more graham cracker crumbs. We're just gonna give it a stir in that butter. And now I'm just gonna take the graham cracker crumble and just kind of go around the edge of our cheesecake. Figured I'd put just a little bit in the middle. And y'all, my taste testers have already licked spoons and things like that, and they said I have to make this instead of pecan pie. I mean, but instead of pumpkin pie, y'all. This is just going in the fridge for 5 or 6 hours to set up, and we'll be ready to cut into it. All right, y'all, it's been quite a few hours. We're gonna see how this cheesecake comes out. Moment of truth. Okay, she is soft. She is so soft, y'all. Look. Y'all know I'm gonna be real with y'all. She is soft. Maybe we should have let her sit up more in the fridge. Maybe I should have put her in the freezer. But don't you worry. She's still gonna be good. This is just gonna be a cheesecake
casserole.
Yeah. This is a pumpkin cheesecake casserole, y'all. Okay, see, she ain't pretty, but to me, she just looks like she needed to be in the fridge a little bit longer. Maybe overnight. If you make this recipe, I would say do it overnight. Maybe pop it in the freezer. I followed the recipe exactly, so we'll see. But here's the piece over here. I mean, she still looks good to me. If you would like to order a copy of my cookbook, Repeat Worthy Dinners, I'm always gonna have that information in the description box. Also, don't forget to go over and check out June's Journey. Download it. You're gonna love that game. You're gonna thank me later when you need a little time out from all the Thanksgiving craziness. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.